I'm back out here in this old barn. It won't quit raining here. It's fixing to, I think, go to freezing rain anyway. I'm gonna hold this up to the camera here. When you use your user slots and you load programs, they're going to be prefixed with whichever factory program they came from. See that number 5 there? 5 point, and then I named it 444. So that's Park, okay? There's one I've got out of a Deus Mono that I've saved, and it's prefixed with number 7, which that's what Deus Mono is. It's program number 7. Okay. I've got a nail here sticking up out of this foam here. We'll sweep over it. I'm in factory disc in the Park mode, okay? I'm just going to put this clad dime down here and let you hear this. No ID. But you can hear it, okay? I'm gonna come over here and let you hear it. You get a little ID every now and then on this way right here. I'm not insinuating showing this test here in Park mode that, you know, hunting heavy or iron at the Park mode on that machine is the best to use. Now I'm in Deus Mono, okay? And all this testing you're seeing here is 2.5 reactivity. Both Deus Mono and Park, okay? This is 7.5 kilohertz over this. Now this disc in this is set to 6.1 in the Deus Mono. I'll let you listen. There's really nothing there, okay? Now I'm gonna fast forward. That's 13 kilohertz. There's nothing there. 17 kilohertz. Nothing there. 25 kilohertz. Really nothing there. 32 kilohertz. There may be a little there with 32, but not very much, okay? This is 40 kilohertz, 40.4. Now that's a clad dime. Okay. So, I'm just going to back out of here and go back to that Park mode. Now listen. Now I take that dime out of there. Put the dime back in. That's pretty high above that right there. So I go back to mono. That's 40 kilohertz. So I get something there, okay? We'll skip one. 25 kilohertz. When I get down closer though, see, I lose it. Whereas if I go back to Park, listen. See right there in Deus Mono, 25 kilohertz, I didn't get anything. Back to Deus Mono. And I'm gonna fast forward here. That's 32 kilohertz. See there? Listen. There's nothing there. Back to Park. This may be how this machine behaves in the wild on some challenge targets. Now, I don't know. I can't be for sure. That's why I'm doing this. I want to see if I can sort of break the code on this thing. Dime down in there, 2x4 thickness. 2 nails you see there, that camera, okay? Now this is Deus mono, 32 kilohertz. It hits that dime, okay? But guess what? You get a 0.2 reading in the meter. So you get way right there. You might get a little ID, but right there, you're not getting any kind of ID, okay? Showing high conductor. Park mode. Listen to that. 89 in the meter. So in the wild, you hear that right there, you dig it. Site full of modern trash, or you're just cherry picking. Well, maybe you see that meter there, okay? That's mono 32 kilohertz. 25 kilohertz. You see the ID in that meter? Well, you don't know what it is. You ain't got a clue. It could be a pull tab or anything. Go down here and check a lower frequency, 7.5. Okay. Just for gee whiz here, we're going to toggle back to the park mode. Let you listen to them nails. You don't hear nothing. Okay. So you can see that right there is real beneficial. Mono gets you in trouble, you know. You can't cherry pick with mono. Won't see me doing it much. Got this clad dime back in here, and I've got this nail here stuck up and this nail here stuck up. Now there's pretty good distance away from that dime, okay? But they're bothering this detector, okay? Mono. 25 kilohertz, watch this. Good signal. Hey, but one problem, look at the meter. 72 on that dime, 70. Okay? Now I'm just gonna toggle over here to the great old park program and watch what happens. I mean, noise canceling. So if you was in a site and you had 2 nails sticking up in the ground, you might see this. Watch this. See that ID? '86, '88. Okay. So another advantage to multi-frequency. Now if I get down real close, right there's pretty high. That's pretty high call height right there. 87 to 91. Now I'm going to toggle back. Again, that was 25 kilohertz in mono. See there? I'm getting a good signal with call height. But you see the ID in that meter? Never does come over 70. 65, 55, all over the place. Pull tab sitting here in a clad dime. All these programs are going to show are in 2.5 reactivity, okay? This is deep high conductor. I want you to notice something here. Full tones. Now listen. Hear that high tone on that dime? But the ID never does reflect. There's a dime there. It stays locked up on that pull tab. Now if I come in there slow, it'll flash at 86 in the window. Okay. We're gonna slip over here to the park program I've got in this slot here. All right, watch it, listen to it. So you never do see anything close to a dime ID, but you hear it tonally, okay? You hear the you see the pull tab ID. Okay. Mono. 4.4 kilohertz. You can hear the tone on the dime with it. Again, you don't get any ID in the window telling you that dime is there.